I'm Megan, and welcome to the Bookmaking Show. Okay, now let's get started. If you give me a second, I'll move these over, and then we can get started. Okay, now the first things we're going to be needing are our pencil and our accordion fold. Now what we're going to do is we're going to be marking the front and the back. So, on your front, you're going to put a big F, and then on the back, you're going to be putting a big B. Front and back. Simple as that. Hey, that rhymes. Okay, now what we're going to be needing is glue, our accordion book, bone folder, ruler, piece of scrap paper, come here, and our cover. Now, the reason why I have this ruler is because when you're cutting out your cover, what you want to do is, when you measure, when you're measuring the length, you want to take the entire length and add on 1/2 an inch, so that there's 1/4 of an inch on each side, top and bottom. When it comes to the width, you're going to want to take the entire width and add on 1/2 inch. The 1/2 inch will only come out on one side, because when you use your cover, it's going to align with that first fold. So you're not going to have anything. You're just going to have this, so that you have a nice border. Okay, now since you've cut your cover, take your ruler, put it to the side, and you're going to take your scrap paper. You're going to open your book, only the first cover, the one with the F on it. You're going to take your scrap paper, stick it in there, and shut it. Just like that. The reason why you do this is so that you don't get glue on the rest of your book. Otherwise, it'd be glued together, and you don't want that. Okay, now you're going to take your glue, and you're going to go from the inside out. Just like that. And once you're done with your scrap paper, take it, fold it over this way. You know that you won't get glue on anything else. And since it's too small to use again to put another cover on, you're just going to simply toss it over your shoulder like that. Okay, now when it comes to putting your cover on, there are 2 different ways of doing it. I'm going to be showing you the first one, which is really easy. You're going to take your cover, hold it, and when it comes to your accordion fold book, make sure that the spine is facing away from you. Make sure that the open end is facing you. Take your cover, lean over it, and make sure that you have about a good 1/4 of an inch on each side, so that's lined right. And then press down just like that. Now open it. Take your bone folder, hold it horizontally, and then just go over it like this. You want to do this to make sure that you get out the air bubbles and make sure that your glue has a good bond between your cover and your book. And when it comes to gluing, don't be too stingy with it. It's alright. Just don't go too overboard. You want to make sure that you have enough glue to hold your cover on, but you want to make sure that you don't have enough that it'll be messy and all that. Okay, now since we have the top cover on, that's our front, we're going to be using our string, our other cover, scissors, and another piece of scrap paper. Okay, now when it comes to using your string, you can use string or ribbon, whatever, doesn't matter, whatever color you want. You want to make sure that it's about 3 or 4 times the width of your book. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm just going to cut it a little more than 4. And that way, when I want to shut my book, I just tie it so that it won't go all over the place. Okay, now you're going to want to take your scrap paper, once again, open it, stick your scrap paper in, and close, just like that. Now take your glue, determine where you want your string, and just do a simple glue line, just like that. Real simple, doesn't matter. Now, judge where your string is, well, where the middle is, and then place it in the middle, just like that, and then just slightly press. When you use your bone folder to make sure that the cover has a good bond with the rest of the book, you'll press the string down more. So don't really worry about putting it on that well right now. Okay, now we're going to use another piece of scrap paper. We're going to open it. When it comes to having books with string, I usually like to just stick the string under to make sure that I don't get any glue on it. Make sure that's out of my way as well. I stick the paper in there, and then I take the other string and I just fold it under like that as well. Okay, now take your glue. Remember, go from the inside out. Remember, don't be too stingy with your glue. Take out your scrap paper, fold it in half, and toss. Okay, now the other way to put your cover on, instead of having your Accordion Fold book on the table, instead you're going to have your other cover on the table. Just like that. Turn it around. Now you're going to hold your book as such, make sure that the spine is facing you, that the open end is down, facing down. Then you're going to hold it so that it doesn't go all over the place. Then you're also going to want to put your fingers on the edge. Now what you're going to do is you're going to lean over, kind of judge, and this is another good way for covers to make sure that they're even, is because when you can't see the bottom cover with over the top cover, then you know that they're correct, that they're good, they're even, and then just press down like that. Okay, now open your book, take your bone folder, go over it, just like that. And as you can see, I have the impression right here of the string. Don't worry about that, it's fine. That just means that your string is less likely to come out. And now once you've got that done, close your book. Sorry. Tie it shut. And there you have it, your Accordion Fold book with a soft cover. Now, if you didn't get all of this, don't worry, you can go to the website, of which I'm going to be showing you the address in a minute. And it'll have all the tools and materials that you need, plus it'll have the video itself. So, I'm Megan. Thanks for joining me on the bookmaking show today. And until next time, bye.